Hello, thank you very much for tuning in to this week's section of reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca in case you're seeing it somewhere else. The dice and the decks I'm using are listed below. Other than that, if you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's also below. Other than that, let's go ahead and get into your selection. Hello, Gemini. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Gemini? How far are we going? Okay. Stability. Stability is strong here. It's very interesting to me. This situation may have its cycles. They might be long cycles, though. Okay. At the bottom of this is the Three of Pentacles. It's something you put a lot of effort into. Could easily be a work situation or finances. Doesn't have to be. Whatever this is, you do want it to be stable. You want it to stay in a certain realm. It's almost like if it was a job, maybe you want to be able to depend on certain aspects of this, like the paycheck, for example. There's certain pieces of it you want it to be dependable. Maybe you want some liveliness to it, but there's certain pieces. Maybe you want to be able to constantly work from home or not work from home. Or you want like six here, 6 there type of thing, whatever. Things are changing. There's cycles. There's large cycles. I keep getting large cycles. So like a large cycle, in my opinion, would be like every 5 years. Like every 5 years. You very much like this situation. Very much. I feel like this is something you very much like. It's very, like, there's not a lot else coming in with that other than you like it. It gives you a lot to think about, and you do seem to feel like there's a lot of opportunities or possibilities here, but you're enjoying the stability. There's enough here that keeps you entertained, while the important parts stay stable. It's almost like working in an ER or something like that. Although I keep seeing something about a dairy, which I don't know what to do with that. It's a general read. Who knows what's watching? I know. But I keep seeing something about a dairy. And it's kind of like we have to keep on certain things. We have to watch certain things. And certain things have to change. Updates, new orders placed, new people to sell things to. It does seem like it's almost like I'm in like the sales department for a dairy. I don't know why that's so specific, but it's there. But it does seem like there's constantly certain things that we want to keep certain things the same, but we want to change certain things too. It's stuff like that. Things are changing. I know that. We keep coming back to that. Do you see it coming? It's almost like the position is changing, or it's almost like, you're not doing the same position as you used to. It seems to be changing. And at first it's kind of like, I guess it's good. Then it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I feel like it's almost like a promotion. It's almost like, it's like whatever this promotion is, if that's what it is, it's like I'm going to have a 25% raise in my paycheck. So if we're going to make it really, you're going to be making hopefully more than $100 a week. But say you're making $100 a week, now you're making $125 a week by taking this promotion. Which, in a month, instead of making $400, you're making $500. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. So if you were making $1,000 a week, you'd make 1,250. You know, you get it. I feel like you get it. It is kind of like, I really do want that extra money. I really could use it. I think I need to take this. And it's almost like I feel like I need to. I need to balance this out and I need to move forward. There's good energy here. It's kind of like, yeah, this is good. Part of the aspect of this situation I'm going to lose, but there's something here that's really good for me, so I'm moving forward with it. I'm making the smart decision because I need to. I don't see that being a problem. I more see that as like a concern at this point. A concern of like, what I really enjoyed about the situation, am I going to lose that piece? Something is taking its time coming forward. Okay. This isn't actually going to be bad. It could make you nervous, though. All right. So things change in an unexpected way. The Wheel of Fortune shows up. You're an air sign. Air signs usually kind of roll with it fairly well. Fire signs do too. You're not a fire sign, you're an air sign. But still, you seem to roll with it fairly well. There's a warning with this. Something goes a little bit topsy-turvy, but it doesn't seem like it's a problem, right? There's a warning with this. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. If you get too into it, kind of like, oh, it's a random moment, but I can roll with it. I can bob and weave. I can do what I got to do. I can enjoy the flow of it in the moment. Be careful. That's going to lead to something bad is what I keep getting. Too many things fall to the wayside. Things that should be there that keep this situation safe and stable might also fall away. Be careful about that. Be careful of like just kind of going with it. Kind of like, oh, it's a little bit unpredictable right now, but I can work with it. I can bob and weave. It could end up seeming a little bit too enjoyable. Be careful. Be careful because that could lead you like... It just reminds me of like when kids play in the forest and they get playing hide and seek. And before you know it, they got too deep in the forest and then they get lost in the forest. That's kind of where we're going. Don't get lost in the forest. Be careful. Don't get so excited like I'm hanging out with my friends. We're playing hide and seek in the forest. Then next thing you know, you got turned around and you're lost in the forest. I personally would not like to be lost in the forest, but you live it the way you need to live it. Whatever analogy works for you. There's another way to handle this. It's very alluring. It's very like spider to the fly type thing. Like, come here, it's fun. No, really, it's fun. The Fool in check, because it's coming in like this. Kind of like not totally there. Enjoy a little bit of it. The Two of Cups comes in the same way. Enjoy a little bit of it, but keep yourself grounded. Be careful. Be careful. How do you do that? It's like if you're children playing in the forest, like, you know, how do you do that? Like make a boundary. Somehow make a boundary. Find a boundary. And don't let yourself go past it. Don't let other people go past it either. Ironically, they're saying find a boundary. Balance this out. Realize that this could go bad really quick, and it's going to start to. As soon as it seems a little bit like, oh, wait. Where am I? It's almost like, okay, I'm playing hide and go seek, but I'm like, I can still hear everybody playing, but I'm not exactly sure where I am because I hear people all around me, but I'm starting to get lost. It's kind of like I'm gonna turn myself in. I'm gonna scream and yell and be like, where is everybody? And I'm like, all right, I may be next one to play. That's it, but still, it's kind of like there's conflict here. There's a possibility of a problem. Once you get the inkling, it's kind of like instead of playing it out. Instead of playing it through, call it out. Like, wait a minute, I think I made a mistake. Call out your own mistake. I feel like that's what they're saying. Before you make a mistake, call out your own mistake. Kind of like, oh, I think I made a mistake. Somebody help me here. No, Gemini, you're right. That's good. Oh, yeah, good. And now I also know exactly where I am. Call out your possible mistake, because I don't think you're actually making a mistake, but they're saying call it out as if you made a mistake. You'll line this back up. If you call out the situation before it gets out of control, it's almost like there's a possibility of a mistake here. There's this awkward moment, like I could just play it out and see where it goes, or I could call it out and get it back in line. Call it out, get it back in line. That may be counterintuitive to you at the moment, but it will keep you where you need to be. I feel like I don't really want to, but it will also put things where you need them to go. This is going to set the stage for where you go next. This is actually really good. It's kind of like, well, I don't want to like make myself look like an idiot. Like I don't know what I'm doing. You do know what you're doing, but it's kind of like this is you're lining it up. You're like if you're playing an instrument, you're retuning it to make sure all the strings are the way they're supposed to sound, or the instrument is going the way it's supposed to sound. So it's like tuning it correctly now. It's like it seems like it's getting a little bit out of tune, but I think I can keep playing it through. Tune it up immediately. Immediately. It does seem a little counterintuitive, but it will lead to better success for you. This will give confidence. This will give confidence to people around you who might be more critical. Critical. We'll use the word critical. They might back off. If you call yourself out before they can, it's going to give them confidence. It doesn't mean they're going to totally. This is the Six of Swords. They may kind of leave you alone for a minute, but that Six of Swords is not a permanent card. It's kind of like it goes away, then it sometimes comes back, and it goes away. They might do the spot check thing on you. If you call yourself out before they have a chance to, it's going to give them a little extra confidence. They're going to keep coming back and checking up on you. Get in the habit of calling yourself out before they have a chance to. This can make life a lot easier for you. They will have a lot more confidence in you, thinking you're going to call yourself out before they have a chance to. It builds confidence with them. It may also limit how far you can go with certain situations. It may be a little bit limiting, but it can keep you in a place where you're self-sufficient and you're happy. Is that the Cups one? Yep, Nine of Cups. Okay, Nine of Cups, Page of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. Keep yourself in that mode of calling yourself out before anybody else has a chance to. It builds confidence. It helps this energy move forward. It gets people to trust you a lot easier. It just makes it easier. Especially when Gemini tends to be underestimated. Geminis tend to be quite intelligent, but in my opinion, you talk beyond other people's comprehension levels. I feel like Gemini is very intelligent, but you talk in a way that sometimes, unless somebody's as smart as you are, they can't keep up. So if you're calling yourself out, they're asking questions, and then they're seeing, oh no, Gemini is exactly where they should be. They don't seem to worry about you as much. Gemini is intelligent, but like, I do feel like you talk beyond people's intelligence sometimes. I feel like that happens to Gemini a lot, quite frankly. You guys are smart, but people can't keep up. Your brain works a different way than theirs does, and they underestimate you, or they don't realize how smart you actually are. If you keep calling the situation out, you keep bringing that touch base, whatever you want to say there, it gives them a lot more confidence. They know where you are. You know that they're on the good terms with you. It all works out a lot better. I think we're there. That ended quite abruptly. It's good. It's just keeping the situation in your court where you're in control and you can move it fairly where you want to. And you don't have to have somebody breathing down your neck going, Gemini, what are you doing? Gemini, what are you doing? This is hopefully going to move that out of the picture so you don't have to worry about that. It's hopefully an avenue that you could choose if you decide to that could keep that from being a problem. Like, who wants any? I don't really like that idea of somebody breathing down my neck anyway. Anyway, I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.